Hello friends, and welcome to this video on how to make a 100-minute smooth chocolate fudge brownie at home. The full recipe breakdown for this is in the video description. First things first, let's melt 240 grams of butter in a small pot over medium to low heat. We don't want to boil the butter, we just want it liquid. After the butter has melted slowly, place it to one side on standby. Next, let's get all of our other ingredients ready. 30 grams of vegetable or neutral oil, 230 grams of white caster sugar, and to really bring the brownies to the next level of sweetness and depth, 230 grams of light brown sugar as well. 1 teaspoon of table salt to balance the sweetness. You can use sea salt if you want to be fancy. Next, you'll be asking me why not reduce the sugar? Well, here's my reason. The sugar helps give the brownies that gooey soft rich texture, which will also help melt in your mouth. And we all know how we like that feeling. A small kicker of 15 grams of vanilla essence just to give it a base flavor, because we all know chocolate and vanilla are good friends. 4 free-range eggs at room temperature. You can include the shells if you want that extra crunch, but that is entirely up to you. Now comes the cocoa powder. I am using Cadbury Bourneville. I can already smell the richness coming from it. We will need 80 grams of that. After that, measure out 130 grams of all-purpose plain flour. We will need to sieve the dry ingredients. So let's mix the flour and cocoa powder together and then sieve it to avoid any unwanted lumps in the brownie. We can then go ahead and add the salt at this point as well. These are the lumps that I was talking about. Now we're going to prepare our chocolate bits. I am chopping up some Cadbury Galaxy Bars into uniform pieces. 200 grams is what I found to be the perfect amount between brownie to chocolate pieces ratio. Now for the fudge. They come in little bars like this, so we're going to chop them up like we did with the Galaxy Bars. We will need 100 grams of fudge. You can go ahead and mix the Galaxy chocolate and fudge together. Once all of the ingredients are weighed out and ready, let's prepare our baking tray. I am using a baking tray with the dimensions of roughly 33 centimeters for the length, 23 centimeters for the width, and 3 centimeters for the height. Let's line the baking tray with the baking paper. Start with some oil just to help stick the paper. Cut out a sheet that's roughly bigger than the actual baking space. I'm using a flat scraper to help me smoothen things out. Now, after you have set up your baking tray, set your oven to 170 to 180 degrees Celsius. If you have an oven thermometer or an infrared one like I have, just double check the temperature. This recipe needs you to be precise in your cooking if you want the brownies to turn out fantastic. Now let's start in making the brownies. Pour the melted butter into your mixing bowl, vegetable oil, white caster sugar, and light brown sugar. We are going to whisk them together. Let that mix for at least 2 minutes. It will look split, but not to worry. Next, mix your eggs with the vanilla. Because the melted butter has cooled, we can then pour in the eggs without having to worry that it will cook the eggs. Let that mix for at least 2 minutes. It looks creamy and smooth already. Take it off your mixer, and now we're going to incorporate the dry ingredients we sifted earlier. Mix it in stages. Spin the bowl to really help in the mixing process. Make sure to scrape the bottom because we don't want any unmixed bits. take the mixed chocolate and fudge and pour in half. Give it a nice fold to distribute it all around. Pour the mix onto the already lined baking tray. Make sure you scrape all the mix in, because with a brownie like this, you wouldn't want to waste anything. Evenly spread the mix all around. Take the remaining chocolate and fudge and sprinkle it all around. It is now ready to be baked. This is important. Bake it for 11 minutes and then turn and bake for another 12 minutes. A total of 23 minutes. No more, no less, to enjoy the brownies like I have. When the timer goes off, take the brownies out of the oven and let it cool for 60 minutes, 1 hour, at room temperature, and have it raised so that there is some air circulation. Man oh man, if only you can smell what I am smelling. All you need right now is patience and perhaps some ice cream. After 1 hour, try your very best to take it out of the baking tray, or you can cut the brownies in the tray. I would suggest cutting the edges to get a perfect square. Keep the edges for perhaps something else. You can save them for perhaps a brownie milkshake if you want to be really naughty. I am using a metal bench scraper to help me get a perfect slice. Let me take out a square for you. That looks beautiful. Warm, gooey, melt in your mouth, smooth chocolate fudge brownie. Ready within 100 minutes. Let's break it down. 17 minutes to get ready with your ingredients and preparation, 23 minutes to cook, and 60 minutes to wait for it to set and cool down, giving you a total of 100 minutes. Well, thank you for joining me on this journey today. If you enjoyed what you watched, please hit that like button, subscribe to get notified for more videos, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now. Even Jess couldn't wait till the photo shoot was over.